Alright, readers, we are ready to start, and let me just check if the state of the live stream, if the connection is stable, if you see the chart, if you hear my voice, if I'm not lagging, and if everything is working nicely. So that is gonna be the first live stream this year, and at the beginning of the year, I was planning to resume the streaming season from the second week of January, but it turned out that I accidentally went sick, and for that reason, the beginning of the streaming season was postponed for the unknown period of time. And I wasn't even sure if I would be ready for the streaming this week, but I must say that finally I am feeling myself good enough to do the streaming. And main problem with the streaming is that if you have, for example, the running news, it is almost impossible to do this stream. So even the running news is the huge obstacle for the stable live streaming. So yeah, I was patiently waiting till my health issues will be solved, and I was waiting for the resumption of the streaming season. So as always, traders, during our live sessions, there is a live chat, and in the live chat you can ask me questions. In a live chat you can ask me to analyze any instrument that you want, and in a live chat you can ask me questions if something is not clear in my analysis. So as always, when we will go through multiple charts, if you see some elements, some things that you do not understand, just ask and I will clarify. I will explain to you the things that you do not understand. So just don't be shy and feel free to ask questions. One more thing to note is that I already resumed the streaming season with my premium Trading Academy members, and during the first two live streams we got the issue with the accidental freezing of my screen. So during the live session, if you see that I'm talking but the chart is not moving, most likely it will signify that the chart went frozen. So the best and the quickest way to solve that issue is going to be to notify me in a live chat, right? I hope that you understand that, and here I would rely on your collaboration. So say hello in the live chat if you are here and listening. Say hello in the live chat if you are ready for the live stream. And just give me yes if everything is fine, if you are ready, and just let me know from where are you watching the live stream. Last year on one of the live streams I got the visitors from more than 100 countries. That was insane. So I'm happy that the members from different parts of the world watch these live streams. So yeah, and last year I received very positive feedbacks from the streams. It turned out that many members really enjoy the live sessions, and it turned out that many of the subscribers of my YouTube channel watch only the live streams because they love it so much. So this year I will try keeping the high quality of the live streams, and I will try to provide good content. Hello Paul, hello Music, hello Elena, hello Denislav, hello Emmanuel, Rabindra. Hell here. Even the hell is watching the live stream. Sydney here, Bogdan, Holomo, Radu, Leonard, Fanny, Kram. Thank you, readers, for joining the live session. So I was thinking a lot what to start today's live session with, and the beginning of the week turned out to be quite active, and there were quite a lot of setups to trade since Monday. And thinking about what to discuss with you today, I think that we can discuss silver. We'll try to discuss the liquidity grab, the multiple time frame analysis, some price action, and what my main goal during this live streams is to show you how I apply my trading strategy, to show you how I trade, to show you how I use technical analysis for making predictions, for the identification of the trading opportunities, for the identification of the entry signals. And if you're here the first time, you should definitely know that I am a pure technician, and in my trading I rely on technicals. The main elements that I apply in trading are the support and resistance levels, price action patterns, candlestick patterns. That is kind of the core of my trading strategy. So on silver, I will show you the example of the application of my strategy and the things that I am looking for to identify the accurate entries. So when I trade my trading strategy, I always start the analysis with the higher time frame. I start with the daily time frame, and on a daily time frame, the task is to identify the current direction of the market, try to understand where the market is going, what is the current trend, what is the current sentiment, and then try to identify the key levels, the supports and resistances, the zones, the levels from where we can trade. I perceive the support and resistance levels and zones as the points for trading, as the areas where we are looking for trading setups. So on silver, starting our analysis from a daily time frame, first I execute the trend analysis. And I'm trying with the price action, I'm trying to identify the current state of the market. First thing that we should note analyzing silver is that once the market reached that high in October last year, we got quite an extended bearish movement, and we started to trade in a bearish trend. You can see that the market updated the lower lows. You can see that we set two lower lows. We set the lower high between them, giving us a very perfect confirmation of the initiation of a bearish trend on the market. Then, if we analyze the minor trend, we can see that after the market updated the low, we started to trade in a minor bullish trend. You can see that we have the bullish price action, and the market is steadily recovering after it updated the low on a daily. So the situation is that the trend is bearish. In October, I would say that we can call that the midterm trend, and the short-term trend is bullish, and the current short-term trend for now is perceived as the correctional movement within this midterm trend. And if you are studying the price action analysis, if you are studying the trend analysis, you should always understand the interconnections between the long-term, mid-term, short-term trends. It is very important that you feel the difference between the short-term price movements, the long-term ones, and the mid-term ones. So I hope that the reasoning that I provided right here makes sense to you. So with all that being said, we see the mid-term bearish trend and the short-term bullish trend as the correctional movement. And so we, in this mid-term bearish trend, we can look for selling. We can look for an opportunity to sell, and we can look for a signal to short. And from where can we sell the market in a bearish trend? Of course, the best and the safest point to sell the market in a bearish trend is to find a strong resistance. So after we completed the analysis of the market trend, the next thing that we do, we start analyzing the key levels, the supports and resistances. So I clean our price chart, and on the price chart, then I look for key levels. How do we look for key levels? When we are looking for the key levels, we simply analyze the historic price action, and we are trying to identify the zones, the areas, the levels that were important for the market in the past. And one of such zones is quite a wide structure zone right here. Look how important that zone is for silver. And over time, look how many times that zone was respected. It is definitely a very important and significant zone to watch. And of course, from such a perspective, we may assume that the selling orders concentrate within that zone, and that zone may provide a potential selling opportunity for us. That zone may provide the area from where we can sell. But even though we see a strong resistance right here, there's no guarantee that that resistance will be respected. There's no guarantee that the market will start falling from that. Once we identify a strong resistance, the next step will be to look for the confirmation within that. The next step will be to try to identify some strong confirmation signal. The signal that will confirm the bearish sentiment on the market, and the signal that will confirm that with a high probability the price will drop. Yes, I hope that you follow. Traders, give me yes in the live chat if you follow and everything is clear so far. With all that being said, the next step is to discuss what exactly provides a reliable confirmation. What exactly provides a strong confirmation signal? And here, many traders apply different signals, different confirmation signals for trading. And some traders apply the fundamentals, the using the economic calendar as the confirmation. Some traders apply some technical indicators, and I use the price action analysis on lower time frames. So after we spot the test of a daily structure, we start analyzing the lower time frames. We start analyzing the 4-hour time frame first. That will be the first intraday time frame that we analyze. And on this time frame, we will analyze the price action again, and we will try to find something that should confirm the predictions that we meet on a daily. What do we see on a 4-hour time frame? On a 4-hour time frame, for now, we see quite a strong bullish price action for now. We can see that the market continues growing, and we see very nice segments of strong bullish candles. And here, details really matter, and the short-term price fluctuations right here can indicate us a very important element right here. If we analyze the price action on the 4-hour, we can spot that on a 4-hour time frame, the price nicely respects that horizontal support. You can see that that horizontal support was respected 1, 2, 3 times in a row. So we can see that so far that support is the resort for buyers to buy from. From that support, buyers are buying, and within that support, the buying orders are placed. Yes, and the reaction of the price to that, the bullish reaction of the price to that, confirms that assumption. So what can be our bearish signal then? What can indicate the strength of the sellers, and what can provide a strong bearish confirmation here? Our strong bearish confirmation here will be the breakout of that support. If the price violates that, if the 4-hour candle closes below that, it will indicate that buyers stopped placing their buying orders within that zone. And moreover, it will signify that selling pressure started to exceed the buying pressure, that supply exceeds the demand, and that will trigger the violation of that intraday support, and that can be our signal to sell. Before our candle close below that will confirm the strength of the sellers, and then that will be more than enough for us to short silver. That will be more than enough for us to sell and anticipate a bearish continuation. After the breakout, that broken 4-hour structure will turn into a minor resistance, a very perfect zone from where you can sell, a very perfect zone from where you can sell silver anticipating a bearish continuation. And the best and the most reliable way to treat the retest of that broken structure is to set a sell limit order within that. That will be the way that I use for treating the retest of the broken structures. Then, once we decide to sell from here, once we place our sell limit order within that broken structure, where should be our stop loss? Where will be our safest stop loss for the trade? And in that particular case, the safest and the best stop loss will lie above the current highs. You should analyze the price action on the 4-hour time frame, identify the current highest high, and your stop loss will simply lie above that. Yes, that will be your safe stop loss for the trade. Then where will be the target for the trade? Where will be the structure that you will apply for the take profit? And in order to identify the realistic take profit level, you can simply analyze the supports and resistances on a 4-hour time frame and identify the closest strong intraday 4-hour support. Where is our closest intraday 4-hour support? In such a case, our closest intraday 4-hour support is right here. Look, we have a very nice 4-hour support here. The support that was, look how many times that structure here was respected by the market. It was the resistance, then after the breakout it turned into support, then again after the breakout it turned into resistance. So you can see how important that structure is for the market participants. So our take profit will simply lie a couple of pips above that, and that will be your very safe short trade, the short trade based on a strong confirmation signal. And though this trading setup is purely technical, fundamentals still will play a very important role here, because you can see that for now the market is bullish and the market is growing. So in order to start falling, the market will need some reason, some important reason to change the direction. And what can be the reason to change the direction? The reason can be some high impact fundamental news. For that reason, you should always pay attention to the news in the economic calendar, and you should pay attention to high impact news. And if you trade silver, for you the most important high impact news are the US news. Today we have the US retail sales data. The news release is going to be released in 5 hours, if I remember correctly. So this news release can change the market sentiment. That release can change the current fundamental sentiment. And that can be the trigger for the market participants to start selling, and that can be the trigger for the breakout of that minor 4-hour support. So pay attention to the news, watch the price action after the release of the news, and if the fundamentals confirm our predictions, the market will inevitably violate that support, giving you a very strong bearish signal. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Let me know if everything is clear in my analysis here. Let me know if you understand the logic behind the trade. Let me know if my reasoning is clear and straightforward, and let me know what else to analyze for you. In the live chat, feel free to ask me to analyze any instrument you want, and if some elements of my analysis are not clear, let me know and I will clarify. Hello, Christina. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hello, Boo Boo. Hello, Fanizi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Then, when I was preparing for the today's session, I also saw some other setups to discuss. I saw the let's by the way discuss the breakout trading setup on CADCHF. That I guess will be the next setup to discuss, even though it looks very pessimistic at the moment. Let me just explain to you why I decided to buy CADCHF this morning, and we will discuss the potential outcomes of the current active trade that I have on CADCHF. So if you are a member of my free Telegram channel, or if you are following me on TradingView, you should know that this morning I shared a long signal for CADCHF. This morning I decided to buy CADCHF, anticipating a bullish continuation and a bullish trend. And let me explain to you the reasoning behind that trading setup, and let me give you the reason why I decided to buy. First thing, as I already mentioned, is that we start our analysis with the daily and we try to understand where the market is going, the direction of the market. And I guess that it is more than obvious that it is more than obvious that the trend is bullish, that the trend here is bullish, and you can see that over time the market successfully updates the higher highs and higher lows. The market is very bullish, and we may assume that for now the goal for the buyers is that strong resistance. So far it looks like it is the closest strong resistance to where bulls are pushing the prices. So I was looking for the trend following trade on CADCHF here, anticipating a bullish continuation and making a prediction that that resistance is going to be reached soon. And one more thing that recently happened with the pair successfully violated that significant structure resistance. You can see that we got a strong resistance cluster, that was respected multiple times in the recent past, and you can see that last week that resistance was broken. That resistance was violated, and after the breakout, we may assume that the broken structure turned into support from where the bullish trend may continue, from where with the high probability the bullish trend will continue. And after I spotted the test of that broken structure, I started looking for a bullish confirmation. I started looking for a confirmation signal. And again, I started looking for a confirmation signal on the intraday time frames. So let's analyze the 4-hour time frame and let's examine how the price reacts to that recently broken structure. First, the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can spot a very peculiar thing. You can see that on the 4-hour time frame, after the test of that yellow support, we formed a very nice doji candle with a significant rejection. You can see that this candle has a very long tail, signifying a strong bullish pressure right here. One more thing that we can note analyzing a 4-hour time frame is that here in the 4-hour time frame, the price also formed a very nice bullish flag pattern. We formed a very nice bullish flag, and the resistance of the flag was violated with a strong bullish candle. In that in that situation, we have a very nice example of a bullish engulfing candle, a strong high momentum bullish candle that successfully violated the resistance of the flag pattern. Then, one more very important confirmation right here is the formation of the inside bar pattern. You can see, traders, that over here we have this bearish candle. And what is peculiar about the consequent price action is that the consequent candles started to perfectly close within the range of that candle. That candlestick pattern formation is called the inside bar formation. And this inside bar formation signifies the indecision, the equilibrium, and the local balance. The violation of the range of the inside bar formation, the violation of the range of the first candle in this candlestick pattern formation gives a very strong bullish signal, gives a very strong bullish confirmation. But I spotted one more signal here. I spotted one more bullish confirmation here. Let's examine the hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, if we analyze the price action, we can spot one more very bullish pattern. On an hourly time frame, we can see this horizontal resistance, this intraday horizontal resistance that was respected by the market multiple times. Based on that resistance, we can identify a very nice inverted head and shoulders pattern. I hope that you recognize this pattern here, traders. Yes, it is. If the pattern looks quite weird, it is the valid pattern, valid inverted head and shoulders pattern formation. And you can see that the neckline of the pattern was violated. Not only the price violated the resistance of the flag right here, but also the price violated the neckline of this inverted head and shoulders pattern. We got a double breakout of the trend line and the horizontal neckline. These two signals were more than enough for me to decide to open a long trade. So this morning, when I was checking the charts, I decided to open a long trade on a retest of the broken neckline of this head and shoulders pattern formation. I bought on a retest. Yes, I bought. Sorry, that was the wrong drawing tool. I bought on a retest. I was anticipating a bullish movement to that daily resistance with a stop loss lying below the lows of the pattern. So at the moment, the position is in a very severe drawdown. You can see that the market went much below the entry level. So the last resort, the last thing that can save me here is the support based on the current low. So far it holds. So far we see that the 4-hour candle cannot violate that. But from such a perspective, the trading setup looks quite scary. And from such a perspective, it is, I think, already too risky to open a long trade. But if you are in a trade, if you followed my trading recommendation that I provided in the morning, then keep holding and keep your keep your stop loss below the lows. So that is the trading setup. And let me just take a sip of water because my throat is still not good after the 2 weeks of being sick. So it is still quite complicated to talk much. Yeah, now let me introduce what else to analyze for you. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what should be the next instrument that we should discuss. I see a question from Don about pound yen. Let's discuss pound yen and analyze the current situation on pound yen. Let's open the daily time frame first. And let's discuss what is happening. So if you're a member of my free Telegram channel, you should know that earlier this week we spotted a very nice bearish setup on the pair. We spotted a confirmed breakout of that key daily horizontal structure support. We got a very nice structure right here that was broken. And on a retest of a broken structure, we managed to catch a very nice short trade. We managed to catch a very nice confirmation signal, and we shorted the market, and we caught a nice bearish movement. And the question is, what is next? What is going to happen with the pair next? And so far, I see that we have a strong support right here. We have a strong support that was respected by the market in the beginning of December of last year. You can see that from that support, we saw a significant bullish wave. So from such a perspective, I think that we may assume that that support is going to be the goal for the sellers. We see a strong bearish pressure at the moment. We have a nice minor bearish trend on the pair. So I think that the pair will continue falling, and I think that that support is going to be reached. Then let's analyze the intraday price action. Let's discuss what can give us a solid intraday confirmation. For our time frame, nothing special for now. Let's check the hourly. An hourly time frame. Look, basically what we see on an hourly time frame is that we have a healthy bearish trend right here. And in this healthy bearish trend, we can spot, falling channel, very nice falling channel, and the price nicely respected the resistance of the channel. Yes, you can see that we are now forming a nice bearish engulfing candle. So I think that this bearish engulfing candle gives quite a solid bearish confirmation. If I remember correctly, we got the release of some important UK fundamentals in the morning, and this news turned out to be quite bearish. So for GBP pairs, so I think we can anticipate a bearish continuation within this falling parallel channel for now. Yes, we can expect a bearish movement within the boundaries of that channel. Let me know down if you agree with my opinion. Let me know if my analysis makes sense to you. Then, briefly returning back to CAD Swiss pair, Christina says if it is the head and shoulders pattern now on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, it is the head and shoulders pattern formation at the moment. We see the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. That is the fact, but so far the neckline of the pattern holds. So who knows? As you know, Christina, we treat only the head and shoulders patterns that are formed on the key resistances. And the head and shoulders pattern that we see right here is not formed on a resistance. It's just formed in the middle of nowhere. So even though the pattern is here, even though this pattern looks very scary right here, I would not treat this head and shoulders pattern. I hope you understand the logic. Ryan says your fair value gap is also showing. Not sure what do you mean by the fair value gaps that are showing, because currently on my price chart I have no technical indicators. It is just the naked price chart with the drawing tools that I use, and here there are no technical indicators. Then I see a question from Vadim about WTI crude oil. Let's discuss WTI. This one we discussed yesterday with my students, and yesterday with my students we were discussing a recent breakout of a key daily horizontal resistance. If we analyze the price action on the daily, we can spot this significant resistance that was broken. That resistance was broken on Monday, and the daily candle closed above that. According to the rules, the broken structure turned into a strong support, and from that, with my students, we were looking for a signal to buy. And yesterday, what we were monitoring was a very nice consolidation here in the 4 hour. I guess you saw that ahead of the high impact US news yesterday, the market started to coil within this range. The market started to consolidate within that narrow range on a 4 hour time frame, and you can see that the breakout of the resistance of the range, this nice bullish imbalance, this bullish engulfing candle, that was a strong bullish signal. The bullish signal that pushed the prices much higher. And the market stopped growing after it reached the next strong historic price level. On a daily time frame, we can spot that significant resistance that the price reached. I hope that you see that price level. It is a very important structure level. Look how many times this one was respected as the support, as the resistance. If we analyze the historic price action, we can see that for years that structure keeps being significant. So no surprise, after the market reached that resistance yesterday, we stopped growing, and today we see a local correction. If we analyze the hourly time frame, we can even spot a very nice bearish confirmation. On an hourly time frame, we can spot a very nice double top pattern that the price formed after the test of that resistance. You can see that the neckline of the pattern was broken. With this hourly candle, the market violated the neckline. We got quite a deep retest, and now the price continues falling. From such a perspective, I think that probabilities are high that the market will keep falling. And so far, our closest strong structure is over here. That is our closest strong support. And I think that support is going to be reached. I think that it can be the goal for the sellers. If you are holding your short trade at the moment, remember again about the high impact news. We have the retail sales data today, and make sure that you protect your trading position ahead of the release of this retail sales data. And this data may affect gold prices significantly, so you should review the analysis after the release of the news. I hope that it is clear. Then gold traders, if you're here and listening, give me yes in the live chat, and we will analyze gold together, and we'll discuss the current situation on gold. And yes, let's check Aussie dollar. By the way, when I was preparing for the live stream today, I also spotted the peculiar setup on Aussie dollar. So let's check it, and let's discuss the trend following trading strategy with the multiple time frame analysis. Let's open Aussie dollar daily time frame, and let's just clean the chart and concentrate on the naked price action on a daily. Again, the first thing, traders, market trend analysis. We should identify where the market is going and what is the current market trend. And I guess we can easily discover that the trend on Aussie dollar is strongly bearish. The market is trading in a strong bearish trend right here. And we recently updated the low. We set a new lower close, violating a strong support. And now we see a local correctional movement. And the question is from where the next bearish wave will initiate, from where we can sell, from where we can try to open a trend following trade. And one of the most reliable ways to identify the point from where the trend will continue is to analyze the structures, the supports and resistances, and the trend lines. We can spot that Aussie dollar up here is nicely respecting this falling trend line. Look, we have a very strong falling trend line right here. The trend line that was respected many times by the price we saw nice bearish movements from that trend line in the past. So we may assume that that trend line is a significant vertical resistance. The vertical resistance where sellers are placing their orders. So from that trend line, we can look for a signal to sell. After the test of that trend line, we should analyze the reaction of the price to that trend line. We should analyze the intraday price action and try to identify the intraday selling signal. Let's open the 4-hour time frame. Let's open a 4-hour time frame and let's discuss what can be our signal on a 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a very peculiar price action. Here in the 4-hour time frame, we have a strong structure cluster right here, this one. It is quite a strong 4-hour support. And again, if we check how the market was reacting to that structure, indeed it is a very strong structure cluster. Strong structure cluster from where we see quite a strong bullish movement. Now, so what can be our signal right here? What can give us a strong and reliable bearish confirmation signal in that case? Our strong bearish signal in that situation will be the violation of that 4-hour structure. If a 4-hour candle closes below that yellow support, we can anticipate a bearish continuation. If a 4-hour candle closes below that yellow support, we may expect a movement lower. And after the breakout, the broken support will turn into a strong resistance that will provide a very safe zone for us to sell. That will provide the zone from where we can open a swing short trade, a trend following swing short trade, anticipating a bearish movement to that structure. Yes, that is going to be our next strong support. So that is how we execute the trend following trade based on the price action analysis, support and resistance analysis, and the confirmation trading. And also remember that the market may easily violate that trend line. The market may easily continue growing, and the daily candle close above that trend line will completely invalidate that trading setup. It will make that trading setup invalid. And then the next point from where we will look for selling will be that resistance. That will be the next strong resistance from where we will look for trend following selling. So if the price violates the trend lines, this falling trend line, with the high probability, then that horizontal resistance is going to be reached. Then LoveTube says, where do we check the news? So there are a lot of different free economic calendars that are available on the internet. And if you are using TradingView for charting, if you are using TradingView for the market analysis, then here in TradingView, on the right corner, right here, you can find the economic calendar. And here you will see the news. Yes, you will see the low impact and high impact news. You will see the US news, and here you can use the filters, different filters, and adjust it based on your personal trading needs. And that economic calendar is quite useful, but sometimes it misses some important fundamental releases, and sometimes there are the high impact news that should be presented there. So I also recommend checking the investing.com website with the economic calendar, or Forex Factory. One of this economic calendars can be used for checking the high impact news events. Then what will be the next one? Let's check gold briefly, discuss the current situation on gold. And if you are the member of my free Telegram channel, you should know that I made a lot of very accurate predictions on gold so far. From the beginning of the year, we saw a lot of strong bullish confirmation signals. On a daily time frame, we saw a lot of bullish breakouts that keep pushing the prices higher. So far, if we analyze how the market acts on a daily time frame, we can easily spot a significant strong resistance. And from such a perspective, we should confirm that gold is now trading within a wide horizontal range. We can conclude that for now the market is consolidating. The market is trading in sideways. The market is not trending. If previously we were trading in a strong bullish trend, if previously the market was growing rapidly, since the election of Trump, the perspective changed and we started to coil, we started to trade within that range. So far, I do believe that the goal for the market participants is that horizontal resistance. I'm very bullish on gold and I believe that with the high probability that resistance is going to be reached, so we can anticipate a bullish movement to that. Multiple bullish breakouts, the breakout of that resistance, the breakout of that resistance clearly indicate the local strengths of the buyers. So I think that such a tendency will remain at least till the price reaches that yellow resistance. And at the moment, we can see that the market is approaching that resistance. We are now trading on that horizontal resistance, and the breakout of that, the violation of that, can give you a strong intraday bullish signal. So far, concentrate your attention on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that now the market is consolidating, and you can see that so far we are trading within this horizontal range on the 4-hour time frame. And as I said, we are expecting the high impact news release today. We are expecting the US retail sales data, and if I remember correctly, we also have some other high impact US news coming today. And this news are going to be the main catalyst for gold traders today. And if after the release of the news, the price violates the resistance of the range and closes above that, we can then expect a bullish movement to that yellow daily resistance. So you can look for a local trend following buying, yes, with the trading setup like that. Again, we wait for the news first, we wait for the news release first, then after the release of the news, we check how the 4-hour candle closes. If a 4-hour candle closes above that orange intraday resistance, then we can look for buying on a retest. Stop loss will, I believe, the support of the range, and take profit will be the based on the daily structure resistance, the resistance that we spotted on a daily time frame. Alternatively, remember that the news can easily be negative for gold and the market may start falling easily. The violation of the support of the range after the release of the news can trigger a local pullback, a local correction. Because I'm very bullish biased on a daily, because daily time frame analysis is very bullish at the moment, I will not trade the bearish scenario and concentrate only on a bullish price action. But still, such a scenario is possible, so we should also take that into consideration. Now, I see the question from TS Stats about EURUSD. Can you check EURUSD on 15 minutes time frame? Yes, but honestly, I think I will not see any pattern there. Yeah, because before the live stream, when I was preparing for the live stream, I was going through my watch list and I also checked EURUSD pair, and yeah, so we have nothing special right here at the moment. We got Quite a nice example of the liquidity grab right here, followed by the strong bullish imbalance with a violation of that intraday resistance. The price went up. We reached this resistance. Yes, and from that we started to fall. So for now, that's it. And from such a perspective, I cannot make any prediction here. So far, I would say that I would rather wait for the news, because so far I don't see any reliable pattern here. Hello, David. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let's check Bitcoin and discuss. We discussed Bitcoin with my students earlier this week, and we were monitoring the reaction of the price to that significant support. And with my students, we spotted a very nice example of the liquidity grab right here. We spotted a very nice bearish trap, false violation of that orange support, and after a false violation, we saw quite a bullish price action. We saw the violation of that minor daily resistance. The daily candle close above that daily resistance was a strong bullish signal. The violation of that daily resistance was a confirmation of a further bullish continuation. And so far, I think that Bitcoin has a nice potential to continue growing. I think that Bitcoin has a nice potential to continue rising at least to that resistance. So even though we see some correction today, even though we see that at the moment the market is correcting and we see some correctional movement here, I do believe that soon that correction is going to be completed and the market will resume growth and we will reach that resistance. Similar setup, by the way, is on Ethereum. On Ethereum, we also got the liquidity grab, the false violation of a key support. Then we got the bullish breakout of that daily resistance with a strong bullish imbalance. Now the market is retesting that. So the broken structure here can provide a very nice zone to buy the market from. I'm currently looking for a confirmation signal right here to buy. I'm looking for some intraday bullish confirmation within that zone to buy. So pay attention to Ethereum if you're trading crypto. Here you can spot a strong bullish confirmation signal. Of course, if I spot a good signal, I will also share that on my free Telegram channel. So make sure that you subscribe. Yeah, let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Let me know if everything is clear so far in my analysis, and let me know what else to analyze for you. Also, when I was preparing for today's live stream, I also wanted to show you the trend following setup on New Zealand CAD pair. Let's briefly check it and discuss. The thing is that New Zealand CAD pair is trading in a strong bearish trend on a daily. You can see that since the end of September, the price action on the pair is very bearish. The market continues falling, and after the market updated the low, we started local correctional movement. And in this correctional movement, the price is now respecting this falling trend line. And this horizontal structure. Yes, so it looks something like that. Yes, so we have a very nice local confluence between that horizontal structure, right, this one, and the trend line. So from here we can look for potential trend following selling. To sell the market with the confirmation, pay attention to the price action on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see the consolidation. We can see that the market is currently trading within this horizontal range. And this horizontal range signifies that the market found a local equilibrium, that the market found a local fair value, the zone, the area where there is the balance between the supply and demand, and for now the market is perfectly staying within that range. But because the global trend is bearish, we may assume that within that range, the big players, the smart money, are accumulating the selling orders, and silently they keep selling and selling and selling, accumulating their selling positions. And our confirmation that the market is returning back to a global bearish trend will be the violation of the support of the range. The violation of the support of the range right here will give a strong bearish signal that will push the prices lower. It can be a nice swing trade, a swing trade that can be used for catching the next bearish wave, that will aim at that next key daily horizontal support cluster, the support cluster that we see here on a daily. Then, if we return back to a 4-hour time frame, so from such a perspective, our trade can be the following. We can sell the market on a retest of a broken support of the range, set our stop loss above that major falling trend line because it will be a significant daily resistance, and we can keep our stop loss simply above that, and the take profit will be based on that support. So that can be a nice swing trade for New Zealand CAD pair. So pay attention to that trading setup. I see a question from Ikram about Solana. Analyze Solana on a daily. Yes. Let's briefly check it and discuss what is up right here. So, as you know, what I don't like, I frequently repeat the same thing. What I don't like about the trading crypto market and the altcoins is that all the alts are very closely correlated. And once we spot a trading setup on Bitcoin, for example, or in Ethereum, most likely we will see a similar trading setup on other cryptos. And on Solana, we also have the liquidity grab right here, the violation, the false broke out of that support. You can see that here it was violated, but the daily candle did not manage to close below that, and after the breakout attempt, the price returned back above that key horizontal structure. And then a strong bullish imbalance followed. Then a strong high momentum bullish candle was formed, and with that, the market violated that resistance. So the violation of that resistance gives us a strong bullish signal right here. That indicates a highly probable bullish continuation. So I think that the market may continue rising, and we can anticipate a bullish movement to that resistance. Yes, so that is basically the plan. Again, we see the local correction now. We see the inverted cup and handle pattern right here that was formed with the breakout of its decline. So potentially the price is going to drop even lower. So we can look for buying opportunities here. Yes, looking for a retest of a broken structure. That can be our safe zone for potential buying. So summarizing today, the main news event for today is of course the US retail sales data, and today in 4 hours we have a lot of high impact US news. Look, we have so many of the initial jobless claims data and many other significant news releases. If you trade Forex, if you trade gold and silver, I guess these news releases can be very significant. And before the release of this news, make sure that you protect your trades, move your stop losses to entry, make your positions risk-free. And after the releases of the news, return back to the charts, return back to your technicals, and review how the market reacted to your technicals, how the market respected your technicals. And then review your trading instruments, and If you see some nice confirmation after the release of the news, then trade it. I will also monitor the news, and if I see any good trading setup, I will definitely share that with you on my free Telegram channel. Also, traders, if you enjoyed the live stream, remember that I do such kind of live streams on daily basis with my students. We do the live trading, live Q&As. So if you want to learn my trading strategy, that will be the great place to be. Also, I have the VIP signals group for you. I have the trading course. I have the smart money concept book for you. You can find all that on my website, vasilytrader.com. Also, I have a lot of free education on my YouTube channel. You can find the playlists on different topics on my website, vasilytrader.com. There are a lot of free educational articles that you can study: risk management, trade management, price action, gold trading, many other topics there. Everything for free, so you can check that on my website, vasilytrader.com. Traders, do not forget to like this live stream. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning and have a nice day. The recording of the live stream will be provided in a couple of minutes. Thank you and see you soon.